Been a while since we've done this. A, I guess, Guild Wars. B, also stream Guild Wars on a Tuesday. I wanted to get around to this last week, but unfortunately the anniversary didn't start at the beginning of the week like I thought it would. It instead started here. Well, I say here. It started in the middle of the week, and that's why we're here now. And why last Tuesday we played... I can't even remember what we played last Tuesday. It was that good. It might be more Battletech. I can't remember. Anyway, why did I want to try to get around to this in a specific time frame? Because A, we still have the post-game of Prophecies to finish. B, it's the anniversary. Oh, and C, I also have to do Eye of the North as well. So, welcome back. Tuesdays are for the Guild Wars. You may notice another character over by here. I fired that one up to play alongside Talia when they started Guild Wars. And I'll do the same for anybody else who I know wants to start as well. But, why are we sat here on the screen? Why am I not currently on my warrior? It's because of the thing that I wanted to start on, the anniversary. So, bear with me. This explanation is going to take a little bit of time. And by little bit of time, I mean it's going to take me a few minutes because we know how I tend to ramble. If you have a character above level 5, you are able to get what's called a Proof of Legend. I think it's called Proof of Legend. It might be called Proof of Triumph. We'll just call them proofs, right? You can get them on multiple characters. You can trade them between characters in your bank. You cannot trade them to other players. So, I can and have collected 2 marks of triumph here, 2 marks of triumph here, 2 marks of triumph here. I'm probably using the wrong one because there's 2 items that have similar names and you use one to get the other one. Either way. What are these? How do you get them? Well, now we're going to actually get into the warrior. You see, every area in the game has missions. Here we have Great Northern Wall, Nalani, Fort Brannick. Down here we have Elona Reach, Augur Rock, Thirsty River, Dunes of Despair. Shiver Peak counts as one area, which I find a little bit weird, but it counts as one area. So you have one area, 2... Sorry, let's go in the same direction as the way the game progressed. Area 1, Area 2, Area 3, Area 4, Area 5, Area 6. When you have done, during the anniversary, any single mission in an area, you get the proof of that area. Which we're going to go to the chest, we're going to have a look here. You're also going to see that I've opened a bunch of things on other accounts. Proof of Legend, there we go. Menagerie Triumph missions, 1 per area, per character, per year. So that means if you have 1 character on Prophecies, you can get 6 Proof of Legends. If you just stick to the Prophecies, if you go to do the other campaigns, you can get even more of them. And then, as if you have like 5 characters, and they all have access to all the missions and Prophecies, that means, and if you for whatever reason don't play the other campaigns, that means you can get 6 Proof of Legends per character for 30 per year. Now, what are they used for? We can see here they used it at Embark Beach for rewards. But there's one particular reward that I want, and it requires 5 of these. Now, I deliberately stopped at 4, so we could get the 5th and 6th, because you need a Proof of Legend to access the anniversary storage, and I've clearly never been active during the anniversary. So we'll be getting 2 for this today. May end up being a relatively short stream because I do want to do like the post-game content and start Eye of the North as its own thing, and I need to be very awake for my shift at the office tomorrow, so I may not have the time. But given that any mission in an area counts, Augury Rock. Let's go get my proof, shall we? We're gonna try it with the build we have here and then see how we go. I think I remember how to get inside of Augury Rock. Fight the doppelganger. Yeah, just go get them. Now the item I want is very useful, very interesting, because if any one person in the party has it, its effects happen, and it is what allows me to get a bunch of very, very fun elite skills that are unique to PvE, meaning I can't get them in any other way. I have to get them, I believe, through Signet of Capture and having the item in the party. Skip that for a second. Go pick a fight. Yeah, I think we won this one. There we go. So, inventory. Oh, look at that. I have a proof of legend. It's just that quick, just that simple. So obviously this means that you probably want to just run the missions that are very short, very quick, and very simple. And for the Nightfall campaign, I believe that mission you want to be running is called Consulate Dock. There's other missions in the campaign as well, but Consulate Dock is interesting. I can't really show it here because I'm deliberately keeping this character to Prophecies and then Eye of the North. When I say that it is an area, what matters is where the mission takes place, not where it starts. So, with Consulate Docks, there's other missions as well, I believe, that matter for this, but Consulate is the one I'm most familiar with. Because Consulate takes place in Elona, as opposed to on the island you start on, it counts as that area. It doesn't count as the starting area. So the fastest way to get to early on Nightfall proofs, there we go, is the very first mission of Nightfall, the one where you run around like a little tutorial with Koss, and also Consulate Docks. Both of them pretty short, pretty sweet. I think get them both done in about 10 minutes tops, maybe even faster if you definitely remember what you were doing. But now I need to go find another mission to do. And I think we're going to go with Great Northern Wall. And I'm going to solo it. To really hit home how far we've come. Well, I'm going to solo it with a pet, I guess. Bonfires of burnt for... Yeah, we're not going to care about the story. Man, getting the tower shield was really, really useful. Especially because cold damage deals a lot more... Oh. We deal a lot of damage to everything here. Partly down to level, partly down to the fact that, yeah, we're using cold. Which, I believe Whiptail... I believe all Devourers have a weakness to it. Still get caught up by being blocked, but that's okay. That's why we have things like... Where is it? Oh, do I not have a anti-block attack in this skill bar? Deals with armor. That deals with... That's just damage. That's just deep wound. No, I don't have anti-block. Okay. Now, given that I am absolutely stacked when it comes to defense, we're just going to run through. If the Grawl want to pick a fight, they can. They're not going to do anything outside of specific attacks, and even then, that's absolutely fine by me. That's it. All of you can just group up on me, that's absolutely fine. Now, the bird is going to have a few issues. I'm not going to lie, the bird is going to probably die a few times. But that's okay. Oh, cracked armor might actually do something to me. Shame. And no, it won't. Now, also as part of the event, there's certain items that are going to drop as well, which is all the more reason as to why I'm going to be doing this mission solo. You can see that we got brandy. Take a bit of brandy. Button, because I'm not really caring too much to look at my where I'm putting my fingers for hotkey. I don't need to. I'm a warrior. I just roll my face across the keyboard. That's how this works. Oh, I also don't know when they added this in. Identify all. There's a similar thing in the Zanari bank, storage, whatever it's called, for now just moving all your materials into the material tab. Very nice quality of life on both of those. You guys are all just ranged. What? Just because. Debatably, I just realized that I have Wilderness Survival on, but I don't actually have the Wilderness Survival skill. Why I have that, which is prepare poison, apply poison, apply poison. Yeah, 10 seconds of degeneration would be pretty nice here, because I could just spin once and then they're all gone. Also worth pointing out that for the purposes of getting Proof of Legend, you do not to fully complete the mission. You just need to beat it. For elaboration as to what I mean, in case anyone's confused, the bonus for this mission, use it as an example, is that I must find all the parts of some dead guy and bring them back to him. I'm not going to do that. I am just going to do my job as an Ascalonian warrior, and that's find the char. And then we're going to get funny with it. Hello, Mesmus. Is this much more different from the... I can't look at the template. I think the reason why my skill is missing is because this is the build I've been using to do a bit of farming. Nothing too major. Just, you know, making some money. Just because I'd like to have the money rather than not. Capture signets are getting expensive. I was going to say something there, and then my mind blanked, and then I blanked on what I was going to say to fill the gap while my mind blanked. I apologize. Oh, I know what it was. Schedule. I know normally I leave it to the end, but this week is going to be really, really weird because it is really, really dependent on other things. The only day that is normal... Oh, hey, I'll take the Hunter's Ale. The only day that is normal is Thursday. XCOM Apocalypse as normal, 7 PM UTC. Friday is going to be late or not at all. It depends how quickly I can get home. If it's late, then it's fine. But that means the Battletech stream is not going to be as long as I'd like it to be. We will see how long I go for on the day, if it happens. Saturday. I would love to start Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, Sin, and Sacrifice, and that name is just going to keep on growing, isn't it? But I'm currently aware of a few fun things, like at the very start of Sin and Sacrifice, there are no Cylon fleets. Which means that I can take as long as I want to get people... I can get new ships. New fleets, even. There's one new ship in Sin and Sacrifice. I don't think I know which one it is. Because there are a few that we haven't seen that are part of DLC, but I don't know which ones are in which DLC. Anyway, I will be taking that time, and this is your warning, if you are interested in that. I will be taking my time this week getting, I guess, like, volunteers for new fleets. I have, because although it loads the main campaign and the Broken Alliance save, if I get to build fleets at the start for free, I'm going to, well, I say for free, without being harassed, then I will absolutely build additional fleets. We'll see how we go. But I already have 2 fleet suggestions. Happily open to more. One fleet is guns and missiles. The other one is as many fighters as I can fit. Hey, Bonfaz Burntferg.
The Char invasion force. Captain Calhan was right.
Yep, and I'll kill him later. Am I going the right way? Wrong way. There's a little bit of a fun thing. When we get to the end of the bridge here, we are going to pick a fight with the Char. I'm pretty sure I can kill most of them, and then we'll go talk to Calhan. Whatever his name was. What was his name? Calhan. Anyway. Back to the rambling of Battlestar Galactica, I guess. There are a few other people I need to reach out to let them know that I'm basically letting people volunteer outside of using the Twitch redeem. I realize that's a little bit unfair to the people that do. However, one of the people that I've reached out to has used the Twitch redeem for the main campaign. Their fleet, unfortunately, was destroyed. I'm basically giving them a free pass to get another one, because we're starting a new campaign, even if it is a continuation. And then the other 2 people are people that I thought would be like, yeah, they'll have some sort of suggestion of an idea, and it will be different from something I might necessarily put together. We'll see what happens. Anyway, end of Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. That'll be probably starting next, some point in May. Sunday, so Saturday, if I'm not doing Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, what am I doing? Well, during the day, I am free. So we'll probably do a daytime stream. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll do Guild Wars, maybe we'll do something else. I've got a few shorter games I kind of want to get through. If my plans in the evening fall through, because they're a bit nebulous, because they might be that they're moving into the Monday, I don't know. I'm going to find out more when I see them tomorrow. Anyway, if the plans fall through, that means we'll carry on doing whatever, as opposed to Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. Just fire up another stream and do it then. Sunday, Witcher, 1 PM UTC, hopefully. We'll see if that pans out. Speaking of panning out, looks like I am single-handedly holding the wall. Okay, dead pet is absolutely fine. The adrenaline's going to keep us going for a while. Pick that back up. Yeah, look at this. Absolutely fine. I'll take that brandy. Take that ale. Take that too. Alright, I have 30 seconds to get to Calhan. Yeah, I think we got enough time. And there's enough veterans here. Yeah. We're fine. The wall never fell. It was all a lie pushed by pro-Char forces. Oh look, even the bird came back. So, mission complete. My second proof. Is anything else? I don't care about a divine symbol. This is... Ooh. Up to 20 additional armor the more my health falls. Unfortunately, I already have something better than that. Because I have strength. Right. Now that we have actually done the word. Now that we've done two things of proof, go to a storage. It's all the way up there. Of course it would be. Let's go to Great Northern Wall instead. Smaller, more compact area. I'm going to pull out all of the little things. We're going to get the funny item I want. Warrior monk? Yeah, respectable. Absolutely respectable. Okay. All the way on the front of the beach over here. We have the anniversary people. We have the anniversary weaponsmith. It's not the one I want to talk to, I don't think. I think I want to talk to... you? Actually, this is the point where I need to double check who I need to trade this off to, because it is a little bit fractured. Give me proof of triumph. Okay, proof of triumph is given to me by... Oh, it is the weaponsmith. Okay. So the proof of triumph is the item where we get to do a very, very funny thing. There it is. Takes 5, I believe? Oh, 5, is it 5 for everything? Wow. You can see there's also sort of like little fun items here. Let's find one that's relevant for me. Let's find an axe. See how this requires 9 energy storage? This is where you can do some really, really funny things. So, the spear, I believe, requires strength. Now, the spear would ordinarily only be really used by a paragon. This allows you to use a warrior and then use strength to use weapons you wouldn't normally get. Fittingly, the scythe goes to the necromancer. There's also other things here as well, but the main thing is that the anniversary weapons, specifically the ones called anniversary, the ones in gold, they allow you to use let's call them off-class weapons. So, yeah, for example, strength here. What's another one that's pretty funny? Expertise for the sword. If you're a ranger, you can have a sword. Stats on them are pretty good too. It's unfortunate that energy storage is the one for you. But can't have everything. Now the other thing I want to do is the storage. Okay, Pelora Sworn to the Earth is the one that gives me the storage. Got it. Brought the proof. An anniversary storage. And this gives me my tab. I don't know, and I probably won't know this for a while, as I look it up, if the unlocking the storage is universal or if it's per character. Aha, we now have anniversary storage. Hooray for me! I don't think there's anything else we can really trade it for. Just out of my own curiosity, who is everyone else that's here? Sierra Swan to Fire. Offer me a blessing of Balthazar. Speak with Win in the Zaishen Menagerie. You will find I've already made the arrangements. My gift is waiting. Use it wisely and stay ever vigilant. Who are you? Okay. Swan to Seas. What? Any prophecy? In exchange for a show of your heroism, I will offer a particularly... Oh, you allow me to get, like, particular... things. The reasoning for the numbers here, by the way, 2005 is, I believe, the original release date for Prophecies. 2025, I think this should be updated to 2026, is supposed to be the anniversary year. I think. Interesting. So, what is Menagerie's deal? Actually, show me the Sierra one. Oh! Actually gives me a pet. I was wondering what is the Zaishen Menagerie. We'll go look at that in a second. Flynn. Proof you've journeyed to the 4 regions. Okay. Different collectible. Menagerie. Ah, you require the book. Okay. So, books. This is something that I didn't do during my playthrough, but was aware of because I started one on a Nightfall character many years ago. Take me back to... Actually, while I'm here, Zaishen. What a diversion. I don't know where it's going to be, but I have a funny feeling I know what this is. I only read as far as it adds a actual tameable pet. I thought it was going to be some sort of cosmetic sort of thing that happens. But I don't think it is. They said talk to Win. Tyria, back up. Kentha, nothing. Lona, nothing. Sorry. That's lowercase. Hound of Balthazar, though. Guess I know what pet I'm working on next after I finish my bird. So that I think we just get just for checking in during the celebration. But yeah, I don't know why the friend menu popped up there. I didn't push the hotkey. Where was I? I don't know. I've forgotten. I've confused myself. I'm scared. What do I do? There we go. Book. I remember. So, I believe, sort of strangely, for Prophecies, you can't start the victory. I've been seeing victory token. Hi Devona, I'll talk to you at some point. I have a funny feeling. Okay. funny feeling I know what your deal is. Book. Tyrion Lawmaster. I'm pretty sure for Prophecies you can get it, sorry, for Nightfall you can get this going instantly as soon as you get to the first actual city. Which I think is called Cameron. I don't remember where it is in Factions, but if you talk to the Lawmaster, ask him about written evidence, he will give you a book. Now, I've already got an empty copy of the Flameseeker Prophecies, which is, if you open up here to here, you see that I have both of these. As you finish missions, you get a book filled out. I believe you have to fill, I think it's half of the book before you start getting any sort of reward if you hand it in, but if you hand in the whole thing, you get a whole lot of something. I have never finished a book. I don't know what it is you get, but I do know that the Tyrion book doesn't cover the first few missions. I believe this is going from DLS or Seaboard all the way through to Hell's Precipice. And just as you finish these missions, in normal or in hard mode, it gets filled. As you can see, I haven't bothered doing anything on hard mode yet. Anyway, I'm saying anyway a lot at the moment, but anyway, what else do I feel like doing? Well, I guess we can go look at Devona's thing. I think hers is related to something that released today. Oh, I have to be in Reforged mode for it? Damn. Rather we didn't turn on Reforged mode. Really rather we didn't. Largely because I want to do the Reforged content with Reforged mode turned on with an entirely new run through. Which I guess means I'm going to be playing through Prophecies again at some point in the future, but we're playing the different Prophecies then. Reforged, I guess I could talk about the update. Let's go look at... I like the view over here a lot, so look at it. Reforged mode is, from what I can tell, a very gradual overhaul of Prophecies. It's still got a lot in development. It's not finished, but yeah. No, I prefer looking at this. But it's adding some interesting content both pre and post searing. So pre-searing, we now have a party limit of 4. Pycon's Square is a thing. Remember, way back when we did the pre-searing, which was I think literally part 1. I believe I ran into Pycon's Square and went, wow, this isn't anything yet, but this will eventually be Pycon's Square. That is now an actual town. You have to do a quest to get to it. It requires that you're in Reforged mode. And if you do it, Devona, just spoke to, who's hanging out somewhere around there, she is actually a recruitable hero you at the start of the game, which is incredibly good. I realize that's like a really big descriptor and then just a really flat just thing. Multiple times I've said while we play through, and we ended up not using any heroes really for progress. We did a little bit of hero messing around. We'll go through, what was it, Wild Fen? The Wilds. And then ultimately didn't have to do it. Heroes are very powerful, heroes are very useful, and I went ahead, didn't use any because we don't really get given any outside of mocks in the main campaign. But now, as part of the overhaul as a Reforged character, you can have Devona as a hero. And I mentioned that today, there was an update. There was. See, as part of the update that added Devona into Pre-Searing as a hero, there was also a little dungeon that was added just for Pre-Searing. Today is the day when that dungeon has a, I believe, sequel or a follow-up or something in Post-Searing. And I'm pretty sure I can't start it because I'm not Reforged, but we're going to go to Pycon's Square. because it requires that you have done a specific quest, and that quest we suffered through part 3. Part 2. I don't know where she is going to be. If she's anywhere. Although I would assume that maybe I can't see her because I'm not Reforged. Yeah, you can see a lot of people here are Reforged. I believe that's what the little symbol with the shield means. I'm not seeing... No, I'm not seeing her anywhere. This might be the point where we get a little bit disappointing. Let's go stand looking at Duke Baradin while I pull up the patch notes. Hello Steam. Could you pop open, please? You have to be in Reforged mode, and you need to have finished, say, the quest that I know you need to have finished. Explain why, if I run out this way, I'm probably not going to see her. Shame. I might as well not play coy about it, because we won't be seeing it until I do the Reforged playthrough. Back in Pre-Searing, you may have remembered there was a Mesmer trainer, as in, like, she was the gateway into the profession. It was called Lady Altea, however you choose to say her name. And she had a very, very fun quest that required us to go into the DSL lowlands, burn her ashes, or obtain her ashes, and then we had to go all the way to the Flame Temple corridor and burn her ashes over here. She is now available as a hero if you're in Reforged Edition, which makes her the second hero added to the game, and also makes it very, very funny, because Mesmers are pretty brokenly good as heroes. So, having a primary Mesmer, good times. Now, because it's post-searing, anyone can get this hero. Same for Devona. And that's good. I like it a lot. There's also a bunch of balance changes done, and the only major thing there is necromancy. We're not a necromancer, so it doesn't matter. It's all the things we can't see with... I mean, I can turn Reforged mode on at any time. That's what the Shrine of Godly Accoutrement is for. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let's go to, I believe, Ascalon City has one. And if it's not Ascalon City, it will be... I know I saw one at the Lion's Arch. Why do you have a quest? I never did this quest? Funny. Very funny, actually. While I'm here, I'm going to reset my skills. Hold up a sec. Don't got that high grind? Yeah. Seeing a thing from Mom. Where? Oh, where? You know what? Probably isn't here. It's probably going to only be in Lion's Arch. Let's go to Lion's Arch. A lot of things don't kick in until Lion's Arch. It wouldn't surprise me if... There it is. This, if you look at the symbol, see these? Yeah, you can turn on Reforged. Oh, it's in Alpha, not even Beta. Doom's Covenant, which is Don't Die. Amber Langerou's Accord, which is Iron Man. You can't trade with anyone, can't really do anything. I don't think you can even sell to... I believe you can't bank trade items to other characters. But we're going to turn on... that for a second, and we're going to see if this allows me to go see... I just want to see if we can see Lady Altea. So she's definitely not here. So she's definitely in. How do I find... the nice thing about the Guild Wars Wiki is because it is the official wiki supported by the developers, that is where all the updates are. So if I go to there, if I go... Hello, thank you. You have to complete the post-searing dungeon. Okay. And I forget exactly where she is. Elegy for those left behind, I believe, is the name of the quest. Yeah, none of the map information has been updated yet, so I don't know where she's going to be. Unless she's right outside. Maybe we just try and investigate a little bit here. Wow, Lady Altea, you would make that a little bit too easy, wouldn't you? $5% more gold, 5% more. A little bit of exploring, but I don't know where she's going to be. I don't know if she's going to be like down here. I don't know if she's going to be... Where? Well, let's go hunt for Lady Altair. Again, I'm not going to be doing the Reforged content, but I am curious where she is. I had assumed, because she's Duke Baradin related and everything else. Oh, she's all the way... Jeez, she's all the way in there? Forsaken Tunnels. I'm assuming... Well... It's the oil fields, right? Oh, but that's its own little thing. Okay. Can you let me sit here and wonder for 5 seconds? Hold on. Everything here has decided it wants to die. I don't know what was here originally. I don't know if this was just cliff or what. Oh, martyrs on the way over. Apparently the Char don't like me just standing here trying to, like, look at things. Oh, look, there's another Ascalonian over here. Let's commit another war crime. I'm gonna butcher every single one of you. I find it kind of weird, by the way, how the Flameseeker Prophecies on the whole, if you look at it by taking a step back, is really weird. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just a narrow walkway. Cliff. And then they just dug out the cliff, put this down. It looks cool, I don't gonna lie. Lady Altea looks pretty good. I think they might have updated her model, but I'd have to double check with the stream archive for what. But that is a... Yep, that's a ghost. Kind of cool that you get a ghost as a hero. And then I immediately lost my train of thought. I'm a genius. Yeah, no, there's the pathway up there. I thought there was another pathway. Oh, it's still there, actually. So this is what was confused me and what I was trying to have a look at, right? This pathway, I thought... Maybe the map's not updated. Maybe that's it. Basically, I thought the way we're about to walk to, so I can better demonstrate my idea here, I thought came down in 2 ways down. At the moment, there's only that way. I thought it also came down this way. But it might be that I'm wrong. I don't know if switching off Reforged would change the view. Doubt it would. I would assume that once the map is changed, the map is changed. Hello. You want to run that one by me again, Chief? Hold up. Hold up. If I follow this pathway, do I just zone, or is it because I walked close to the edge? Okay, and if I walk close to the edge... ArenaNet is never going to see this, but... Hey, ArenaNet! Found a bug. Not really that major of a bug, if we're going to be honest, except for the fact that I don't know if you... Ooh. Would you be able to still zone if you hadn't done the quest? The only bit of science I really want to do is to go back here, disable the... No, I can't click all of a sudden. Which is very vital for a game like Guild Wars. If I come over here, turn everything off... What do I see? But anyway, I like that they're still doing things and adding content to Prophecies. It is, of the 3 campaigns, for as far as I've played the other 2, admittedly never finishing either, well, as I said a few times, I've never finished any of the campaigns until we finished Prophecies on stream. I definitely feel like Prophecies is a very rough experience, because it was the first one they did. They obviously learned, and then Factions has its own issues, which we'll get to that when we play Factions. Nightfall has a weird issue, but is otherwise much better. No idea on Eye of the North. We'll find that out when I actually do a full, like, Guild Wars stream, as opposed to this where I'm just sort of running around for my own amusement. Like how I told the bird to attack that one thing and then just killed it anyway. No, maybe the Kryta was always there. I'm gonna have to actually go back to my own stream, which is part 2, because I think when we were running around over here, and just see what was... Oh, God. Okay. I thought 2 martyrs would have been a bit more of a threat than this, but I also forgot that... Oh, birthday cupcake. I also forgot that I am level 20, rocking near perfect endgame gear. Except it's not, because the axe is only 7, but it's cold. Gets around a lot of their defense. Don't know if cold does bonus damage to it. Right, is this... This is still the way it is. Okay, so the gateway definitely doesn't work. Don't have Reforged on, but if you don't have Reforged on, you can sort of skip in. Anyway, besides the point. I am very curious to see how they continue to add to and improve Prophecies with Reforged. They also announced they're doing a mobile game, and I was initially like, hey, that's going to be pretty fun for me to play. I can play the game on mobile. Then I read some other things that were a bit concerning, and now I'm not as enthusiastic, but still looking forward to it. I need to dump these materials. Hold up. I like how we keep zooming in and out when I know I'm already going to be clicking over. One of the things that I saw that was a bit concerning is that part of the reason why this got turned into the Reforged... Here we go. That is. Reforged update is that they would take all the different versions and expansions, except for Eye of the North, and bundle it together at a reduced price. The mobile version seems to be not doing that. The mobile version seems to be a case of you can try parts of Prophecy for free but with ads, and then you can buy each expansion as you want to. Which I don't... That seems like a bit of a step backwards. Because that's now going back to before the Reforged update in terms of how to buy Guild Wars. Which is also confusing because apparently you can play with your ArenaNet account. I don't know if I could like sign into my account on my phone and have the full game, or if I'd have to buy the game again. Do you see why I have some concerns? Anyway, go find something else to do. Oh, talking about my farming. What have I actually been doing for that one? This is going to be a very weird stream because it's effectively the hard mode. Stick to... Yeah, we'll stick to you. I haven't been doing anything too drastic with the farming because I don't want to touch... I went back and forth on this. Give me a second. A lot of farming, or at least like solo farming, this requires you, for as far as I'm aware, to have access to Ritualist, which is a faction's profession. And I have said a few times, I want to try to keep the Prophecies character a Prophecies character and not have them go and do anything else. I guess we could go do one of these. I'd have to double check where the areas are. Besides the point. And so as part of keeping a Prophecies character, ads arrive at about 35 seconds, by the way, but we're just sort of running through weird things anyway. That means I can't, until I've finished everything I want to do with this character, I can't take Ritualist as a secondary for solo farm. Admittedly, my solo thing here tends to work a bit better when I'm not actually having to deal with Captain whoever whatever. Because I don't really carry knockdown for this. Normally it's a bunch of elementalists that are out here, or elementals even. And not just like the world's strongest. Can you stop that? Oh, hi. Learn any non-elite warrior skill that is already unlocked on your account while in a turn or out. Wow, first time I've seen that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, normally when I run out of here, we're gonna cycle it so that it actually is the way it is. There's just a bunch of elementals. Because I don't have an anti-knockdown that I like using. I mean, I think I have like one. Where is it? The strength? Yeah, Dolyak Signet. Which it lasts for 20 seconds and it is what it is. But who knows, who cares? But these guys, they don't knock me down, I can actually get more hits in, and then, yeah, he's gonna kill the bird. But he can't actually do any damage to me. Except for the fact that my adrenaline's about to run out. So now he's going to do minor damage to me. That's fine. And then I just do this and I just run around and whatever it is, whatever I need to kill time. I haven't found anywhere else that's consistent for me to do this yet. I'll take that. But sometimes I get nice things, sometimes I don't get nice things. It's just nice to... Also, it really quickly levels up the pet because they're level 22. Like, there's not much to worry about. I mean, the pet dies, but as long as I have this up, it's fine. Now, other solar farming, as I mentioned, does sort of require more specialized things. You don't need to have Ritualist to do it. You can do it with a lot of classes. But the easier, straightforward one is usually play Ritualist, get spirits, and then turn this into Bloon's Tower Defense 6. Because then it just ping up and it all dies and it is what it is. And then you just keep on going. You can do that normal, you can do it in hard. I believe recommended is normal for materials. And then hard for, like, if you can do hard, so you get things like the tome. I believe there's an elite tome as well, which, you know, does the same thing but for elite skills. And obviously that'll be going for a good amount of money. The fact that I have an elemental X here means that we also don't care too much about the fact that he's a stone element. Because I get to ignore a good chunk of their armor. And just kill them. Just like we killed all those char, and also a good amount of gold. Take that. I guess I'll revive the bird. Just that little bit of the random thing I've been doing in the time. Talia, hello. Welcome in. The ads have just finished. Give you a quick shout out. I believe you've been playing your way through Dark Souls. Except you've also been playing Schedule 1. I remember being there for the Dark Souls bit. I think you might have switched to Schedule 1 later. Tyler says give a recap. I am literally just running around, going over, like, bits and pieces. Like, for example, the anniversary thing, which I can't easily showcase at the moment because I don't have any... I have one proof of legend. I guess the only thing I can really give a recap for is maybe the proof of legend, and also that there's Reforged content that we're not doing because I'm going to wait for Reforged to basically finish, and then we'll do Reforged as its own playthrough. But the proof of legend, not to be confused with the proof of triumph. Oh, it actually tells you where the enemies are. We only have access to Perdition Rock. Raisu Palace, I believe, is... Oh, is this one for each expansion? Raisu Palace being factions, Ruptured Heart being Nightfall, Saknoth Valley, I guess is Eye of the North. So... the proof of legend is a thing where, for every area, so Prophecies is the example, because it's the only one we have easy access to, is Ascalon, Shiver Peaks, Kryta, I believe the sources down here, Council of Kryta, Maguma Jungle, Crystal Desert, and then Ring of Fire. If you do a mission in each area, you will eventually obtain 6 proofs of legend. You can take them to the Embark Beach, which is accessible through any mission area. You talk to the weird Zaishen guy. And you can go and get yourself a weapon, or much more useful, get a proof of triumph. You only need 1 per account. I probably should have explained this bit back when I explained that then. Because you can sort of trade it across characters and you only need 1 in a party, you can just sort of stash it, and you'll be fine. Right. Yeah, forgot about that. I also bought this with all my money. You'll also notice my bags are a bit bigger than they were before. The Proof of Triumph, you'll need to get one in an account. You can then share it across the different characters, and they can go get their elite skills at the end, I assume, of each campaign, because Petition Rock is basically the end of Prophecies. I think Raisu and Ruptured Heart are near the ends of Factions and Nightfall, respectively. Sacknorth Valley, I would assume, near the end of Eye of the North. But they have very fun skills. They're very nice. Wow, that's good. 100 extra health, 10 extra energy, 25% movement buff for 30 minutes. Huh. And then for the Reforged content that we're not doing, Pike and Square, if you've done a quest in... No, I think the quest is from Pike and Square. If you do a quest in Pike and Square regarding Lady Altair, once you've done, I believe, both parts, and then the first part is finding her remains, the second part is burning them, you can then go find Lady Altair down by where my mouse is. I can't zoom in anymore, unfortunately. And she is outside of a dungeon. Complete the dungeon, get her as a hero. If you did it, there's also the Pre-Searing dungeon, but the Reforged content until another time, when it is all finished. We'll worry about everything it's done then. But the rest of this stream is just sort of case like, hey, I'm not done with Guild Wars. We're still doing some things. Here's some other things we've done. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go see if we can. I want to see if I can find that. I've gone to the Embark Beach. I wanted to go to Zaishen Menagerie. I want to go see if I can find that silly dog. Because as far as I know, every animal you leave at the Zaishen does start roaming. You can find it. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say it's probably... We'll run everywhere. We'll run everywhere, see what we have. I have some things we can have. Talia says they crashed out in Dark Souls and Schedule 1 today, so it's not a good day for stream. Also, they almost got scammed by people faking being the police, so not a good evening. At least you didn't get scammed. It sucks that someone tried, but at least you didn't get scammed. The links. Cats. But hopefully the rest of the week is better for you. The Dune Lizard. I remember having my lizard. Hello, cats. Nice cats. Presumably the bird is going to be well when I hand that one in. Yep. Serious. Although they could fall off the cliff, and I don't think the lizard is well suited to swimming, so that's probably not where I'd put them. Maybe do I feel like doing any of the post-game content? Specifically, I just genuinely have just noticed Defend Droknar's Forge is up there in the top left. Not seeing any sort of sign. Maybe it's... Oh, it's further in. Aha. Oh, I said it would be up... I think I said it would be up near the mountain somewhere. Here it is. Ah, yeah, no, this makes perfect sense. Oh, look, there's even a little, like, little puppy of Balthazar. No, don't turn around. I think you guys are set to have an elemental fire, obviously, attack on hit. But I've never had one, so I don't want to... Probably something not good. I don't think there's anywhere else I can really visit. I mean, we could go further up the mountains, probably where you could find a wolf. Assume. My assumption is wrong. Can you boost me? I like how this has now turned into let's just run around the Zaishen Menagerie. Rather than, oh boy, this is actually how you get up to. Okay. Let's see what you're putting down. Oh, a giant, this is where the yaks roam. What good yaks. Is this it for the campfire? That's nice. Right, I think, sure, we'll go do some Droknar's Forge. Titan Lord Everso Sectus and his army amassing numbers in the middle of the springs. Break through the ranks of the Titans, find the Lord and the rest of his underlings, kill the Lord and put a huge dent in the... Yup, sure, I'll go and do that. Droknar's Forge, you say? Starting from... Funny enough, Droknar's Forge. Oh, what a guessed. Does mean I need to get a bunch of finishmen. Yeah, so I've made good money. Good money. Oh no, the chest is that way. I thought for some reason the chest was towards where crafters are. I don't know if we'll do all of the post-game quests. We'll see how this one is, and we'll see how I feel. I'll say this isn't going to be a very long stream. I'll see it go more than 2 hours. Well, I don't really need the proof of triumph on me right now. I've had these drop, by the way, while I was doing the hard mode farming in the outside the Sarlacc Sanitarium. These just exist because that I also got from farming outside. These are just because my other characters have lived that long. Every year your character exists, you get a box. If your inventory is full when you should have these boxes, just empty your inventory, leave, come back, as in like zone out, zone in. You get all of the things you are owed. That up. Salvage kitting too hot. Trash back there. That and honeycomb. Ebon twin hammer of defense. Right, I have a hammer that I don't want to use. This I'm keeping for shenanigans. Right. Let's just... Tom? Welcome back. Lesia... Nah. Right, we take everyone except Stefan. I remember now. Do I want to keep the antidote signet? Do I want to load up a different template? Too angry to die gives me poisoned... You know what? I'm going to keep out the antidote signet. Mineral Springs. Where is Mineral Springs? Oh, it's all the way up here. Never mind. We go to the Granite Citadel. I know where I'm going. Marwol, how do you know where you're going? Well, because as part of my whole running around doing all sorts of different things, just because I'm curious to explore, even if it's not stream. Give me a sec. I think I explained before we finished Prophecies that I ended up running around over here, and then I found that there was... No, I did the... That's right, I did the... What is it called? It's on my armor right now. Infusion. I did my infusion by running the Iron Mines of Molodune again. But I did find when I was running around, there is another way to do an infusion over here, but that does require fighting through Tasker's Demise, through the Mineral Springs. The fight over here is a little bit brutal to do, I'm going to be honest. But it's doable. But before we get there, we have to deal with all of these dwarves. What dwarves, actually? Reggie. There's usually lots and lots of... Okay, normally you're not all like bunched up like this. Normally you... Like, there's an ambush that happens over here. Sure, you're all carvers, I can take you. Except you're a masher. Just realized it has been a hot minute since I've had to run around with the NPCs. Come on, stop running away. I just want to introduce you to my axe. No, I'm not going to reach for the low-hanging fruit if I'm going to axe you a question. We'll do that one later. Alright, we're going to keep this rolling while we got the adrenaline. Oh, get ready to knock down twice. Here it comes. 1, 2. For some reason, I didn't think they fired off to fight pain. Tony says evil dwarves that had it coming. See, I don't know how evil they actually are. I think they're just very xenophobic and territorial, which I guess, you know, it usually treats as being evil. But given that they seem to be waging a war against the Mursat, and also, I guess, Kryta, they're probably just so ingrained against, like, everyone who comes here just wants to try and take over our land. Although they did try to kill us. Yeah, no, I take that back. They are kind of evil, aren't they? Which is why I have no problem butchering them. Hello, Bone Fiend. Goodbye, Bone Fiend. Oh, another birthday cupcake. Surprised the bird isn't dead. It's level 12. How is it not dead? I'll take that. I like how for the longest time I had gold issues in Prophecies, and then when I don't need gold anymore, it's stacking up. Talia says, don't run, I want to show my axolotl. If I still had a pet lizard, that one would be perfect. Fortunately, my lizard is now chilling and retired. Apparently at the side of a cliff. I have no reason to go down there. I'm going to go this way. Dark Titans, you say? Oh, so yeah, the area has changed. You're a monk. You guys are just necromancers by the looks of it. Yeah, curse-based necromancers. That's one where I have a chance to take damage if I miss. You know what? I'll take that chance. So why am I running Antidote Signet? It's a signet I kept mentioning when we were playing through. It is very, very useful for warriors. You don't need any skills in it, you can just take it. Cleanse poison, disease, blindness, and one additional condition. So, if I get hit with all 3 and I'm also crippled, I can clear all 4 with the push of a button. I don't have a silver... I don't have any key. Damn. Anyway. Oh, interesting thing. Okay. I remember when we did the absolute insanity run of the end of the game, that there was a Titan that when it died, it created another Titan. I wonder if that's the case here, where if the heart dies, it turns into another one. We'll see. Okay, I don't like the large group of Titans right by there. I'm instead going to go over here and engage these three, so we know that they're never going to be a problem. Oh, good. Titan's Malice is Mesmers. Which then makes Titan's hard. Okay. I noticed I had collision when I was moving away from that corpse. I think they take reduced damage from cold weapons. Which is gonna suck. Do you then turn into another thing? Nope. Once we put it down, we put it down. Got it. Lena's getting jumped because I didn't even realize we had accidentally aggroed another group. Necrotic Traversal is a very fun skill. Good to see you guys have it, I guess. Sorry, am I slowly getting more and more groups over here? Okay, now the pet dies. That weirdly works out for me. I'm gonna guess that the Icy Brute turns into the Dark Titans. I don't want to be taking this much right now. Yeah, this is gonna suck. See, the thing about trying to put like an energy degeneration skill on me, I need to kill this, is that I don't really need energy with this build. I use it for cycle and I use it for healing, that's about it. Okay, this is much more manageable than... Oh god, those imps. I remember those imps. Bird might even level up on this when we're done with this quest. Yeah, they're taking reduced damage. I don't think it's because they're level 28. You know what? I'm not going to fight. Yeah, throw all the curses you want onto me. It's absolutely fine, because I'm leaving. Let me guess, you're going to ask me to go all the way into... Are asking me to go all the way over towards... that. Okay. Man, I forgot how much the sun is here. Oh good, the Braves fight the Titans. Get an honorable third party by killing the healer first. Oh, I don't mark protection. I don't get why the AI always has to use Dark Traversal every time it comes up. I don't remember what else the skill does. Like, I don't remember if it has a heal component. Anyway... I'm just going to take the normal route that I take. Which is I'm going to go this way. Follow it through and then up here. Break right. We're also going to try to not fight everything on the way. This is just brutes. Fight the group of here so they don't try and catch us from behind. Okay, I need to be conscious of the fact that they're coming in. Oh, they're braves too. That's a bit of a nuisance. Come on, let's try not to have anyone die just yet. Come on, silly bird. You're the one that walked up to me. I don't get why the molten claw is so big. I don't get it. I don't care about sparkles. It's so huge. Plus 10 against elemental damage? Shame, I got one that does plus 20. And it works because I'm stronger. It's going to be a little bit weird if these titans end up being easier than Ticket Mars. The reason we took the Malice first is because that Mesmer is probably going to try to shut down a lot of the spellcaster we have. And I can just pulp it and then it's no longer a problem. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we're going to run it wide up this way to avoid... You're huge. That's an actual Frost Titan. Yeah, we're going to avoid that. We can brawl it out with a few of these guys all at once. Malice, a heart, a heart, a heart. We're going to go for the heart. Yeah, hi, Market Protection. I love you too. Get off the NPC. Oh, somehow we haven't aggroed the other group. Let's fix that. Dare. I was about to say, don't you dare get away with empathy. I cleared off the diseased. Okay, bird dying, not too much of a problem. Okay, why are we struggling to kill this one? Oh, because there was another healer up there. I'm gonna sick the whole party on dealing with the healer while I bully this, so it focuses on healing this guy, which is a non-threat. See? Little bit of planning, little bit of awareness, and then you just... every single enemy you run into. That's a really questionable sound. I bet that's not going to get taken out of context. But yeah, maybe starting with the ice ones, maybe wasn't the best idea, maybe. Considering my weapon is cold. Although, again, these guys seem to be a lot easier to kill than the... No, because the only real threat in Perdition... It wasn't even Perdition, Hell's Precipice. Were the little imp guys. I guess that is one reason as to why the AI might keep on doing that little necrotic traversal, is it, I think it exploits the corpse. So if we were running a necromancer that could, you know, raise dead, we might be running into a bit of an issue. I'm taking way too much damage here. Worst possible time for that pet to actually die. I mean, it's fine. These titans are still pretty soft, but... Why, thank you. But yeah, if you're running a necromancer that was minion-based, I like the little lore here that the Mossad and the Jade Armors have been massacred. Trigo's still here. Hi, Trigo. Trade in Mountain Troll. I have a feeling that might be out of season. The difficulty is probably... Whenever I run this place to go fight the imps at the end, which I don't think again exist here. This is normally where I wipe outside of the cave. The reason being, there are usually a lot of Tengu here that are running like Monk and Mesmer criminals. And that just don't fly. Hiding over to the side like cowards. We're just gonna run it up the middle. Just gonna pound these legs through the snow. I guess now I get to fight a Frost Titan. Let's see how everything spreads out. Can I stop double tapping? Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna flag the NPC behind me. You look like you're on your own, but you're probably not. Right, let's go. Okay, so they are water elemental. What do you split into? Because the big boys, they split down. You gonna become a Malice? Yeah, okay. And a Brute, okay. That's not going to split into a heart. So yeah, if we just take this kind of slow, kind of smart, we don't overpull, we should be okay. Even if I do have a damage disadvantage. I super roots it warrior based until they go down, and then they become necromancer based. Unless they get knocked on their ass like that. I just realized them necrotic traversaling all the time actually makes it really easy to kill them. As a melee character, I don't have to go anywhere. Oh, actually, do they take bonus damage because of Orion being a fire mage? Okay, this isn't good. The bird is down and we've overpulled. Oh yeah, they're gonna massacre Alessia. See, this is what I mean. This sort of thing happens as well with the birds. Is that like, you stop paying attention for a second and it all sort of falls apart. Why am I running all the way over here? See, now I'm going to hit with everything under the sun. I've got the durability, but unfortunately we've not got the damage output now because too much of the party is dead. But yeah, we were fine until the other group turned up, and then we just, because we'd already fought through one group into another group, fighting that as well, not a good idea. It was a big bundle of enemies. If we had fought them fresh, we probably could have taken most of the group before falling apart, but my pet had just died, so my skills are on cooldown. All the casters probably would be pretty low on energy at this point, or that point. It wouldn't be full, I know that much. Cooldowns would still be a bit of an issue, so it wasn't ideal. But again, that same sort of thing happens when the Tengu are faster with the Tengu too, because, as I say, they're mesmers, and I believe the warriors will start throwing up blocks, which is annoying. Can actually kill these guys here to help lower the death penalty. Yeah, we need to try to focus on the Frost Titan, I believe, because that Water Trident is AoE. That puts out a lot of pressure on us. Let's stay over here. Look at that. We've already killed or removed 2% of the death penalty. Simple. Not effective, but simple. Oh no, it is effective. 4% gone and we only fought that group of enemies. It does mean, I think, if we somehow win the fight here, it would probably fully remove the death penalty, but that's also an uphill fight I wouldn't want to take. I'd rather the death penalty be lower. I don't have a capture signal. Oh well. I'm sure there'd be no unique skill based on the Titan beam. Oh. we get to fight more Titans. Probably knock off another 3%. Why would you necrotic traversal then? Where's my mouse not where I think it is? Oh, you teleport somewhere you do poisoned AoE? That's it? Not even a heal? Pathetic. Eh, didn't bring us down to 8, brought us down to 9. That's good enough, I guess. Okay. We're going to try to engage... I think the group is 2 groups. I don't think it's 1. If we can clear most of one group, preferably not the one with the Ice Titan, we should be then good to engage, even if we are tired. The one. Yep, that looks like it's 2 groups. Ah, no wonder we got rolled. We got these groups, and I don't even see the Titan in any of these. I mean, there's Titans Madness. I'm on about the giant 3-legged guys. Bird dying is fine. Bird has actually leveled up to 13, which is quite nice. Because the sooner it levels up all the way, the better. Okay, sit there and Orison. You can think of healing all you want to. It doesn't really... Fucking stop doing this! It doesn't even help you in combat. It exists just to upset me. If it did an AoE damage other than just the poison degeneration on impact, I can understand spamming it. But poisoned at this point is pretty bleh. It's why I'm not running it. It's why we went off build. Okay. So unless anyone got chained into multiple deaths because the mercenaries were just... Not even mercenaries, the henchmen were just like reviving people constantly, everyone's death penalty should now be pretty manageable. Alright, we're good. Wait, where is the Titan? Oh, did I get really unlucky with the troll? I did, because the Frost Titan's all by itself. I got really everything just re-patrolled into the center. I should have pulled it further down the hill then. Come on. Time is money. I've got more of you to kill. Would have been a really good thing if I could have brought the Hound of Balthazar. I mean, the Hound of Balthazar would have been falling over all the time and being an absolute liability, but the fire damage might have been a bonus. Are we done with things stepping up? Yeah, we are. 2%. 2 whole percentage. Yeah, we're just gonna go down this way. I don't know what's over this way. We might explore that. Okay, that group seems to be a group, as opposed to, like, just two things stuck very close to each other. Gonna wait for the price of failure to tick out. Or get removed. I know it's on cooldown, but that's fine. See, I don't know why they don't throw the empathy onto me. I don't know who they're throwing it onto. I'm degenerating at a pretty substantial rate here. Okay, death penalty cleared. A little bit of a rocky section, but we got through it. I need to not use any energy for the time being because I've got malaise. Malaise is honestly just one of those, like, okay, that's a bit of a nuisance abilities. Just like this guy just running around. Tom, would you like to actually swing at the Dark Titans next to you? I mean, there's one Dark Titan left, but everyone's about to hit this thing. There we go. Down it goes. So, what am I going to fight at the end of this? I also love how just white the snow is. Sunblind. Snowblind? Snowblind. Snowblind is a real thing. I guess the sun took offense to that? I was expecting a bigger fight, if I'm gonna be honest. Oh, you're an actual, like, Titan too. You're not even the, like, snow like the rest of it. Okay, my gut tells me to fight you first. Okay, my gut is kind of right, except it keeps... I don't do enough damage and we just mark... It's going to heal itself up, putting up the mark protection. Make sure all the henchmen are fighting this. There we go. Right. Not out of the woods yet. Bird's gonna go down soon. Interesting. I thought there'd be sections of the Sectus? The second guy? Really? He's got second? Or Sectus? Titan's minus Dark Titan. Yeah, okay. I don't think the Frost Imps are here. If the Frost Imps were here, what would I do? I want to see if the Frost Imps are here. I don't think they are, though. The Frost Imps, I believe, carry a weapon that you can only otherwise get through Nick the Traveler. I don't know where Nick is at the moment, so... Go that way. I mean, this looks like it links through... Stop stealing the map. Actually trying to, like, I'm gonna hold it. This entire section here, stop stealing the map, I don't care. Seems to, I think, path here, you can... Fine, I'll stop moving. I think it, like, curves like that. If the Frost Imps are here, then I'm not really going to be able to do much to them, considering I'm wearing a cold axe. Would be nice to have a frost sword, though. If only because regular titans... Well, they're obviously made of fire. I'd like to have a cold sword. I know I can get a fiery sword. Basically, I like a fire sword, a cold sword, and then if I can find a fiery axe component, I'd like to get a nice axe with that. As in, like, nice stat-wise. As long as the damage is good, I guess. Lysa. It doesn't look like... No, they're not here. Not here at all. Fine by me. Back to Droknar as we go. Oh, Glint. Done your silly little task. Your silly little reasons. Right, I have to kneel before the statue, don't I? Is it statue or is it kneel by here? Kneel by here. There's more of them? Wow. The last day dawns. Ah. Hold up. Let's have a look at this. Because I have a funny feeling, judging by the name of that, okay, hold up. This is the second in the quest line. Got it. Defend North Kryta province. What's that one? That one's related to this. Defend Denravi. Okay. Got it. I just want to double check that none of these were like beyond. I think we're gonna go to Denravi first, then we're gonna go to North Kryta, then we're gonna do Last Day Dawns. I don't know if I'm gonna do them all in this stream, but we'll defend Denravi. Denravi is right here. Oh, that's gonna be an interesting thing. Party size is gonna be... Hi, Shadow.
You honor me.
You, I think, die later in the campaign. Sorry to tell you this. You. Oh, I actually need to speak to you about...
I've heard much of you.
Went to Tango route to hold them back. Yeah, because that's going to work out for them. I'm not going to have level 20 henchmen here. They're going to be, what, level 16? 15. Oh, so this is going to get spicy. Especially since I'm sticking to not using a hero. Ryan is a fire mage. I might actually bring you. I don't know where you could bring in a higher level henchman. Either way. Hey, Avenia. Level 20 monk for good reason. Let's go stop those horrific titans. Are these going to be a regular garden variety titan, or are they... Ooh. Okay, yeah, they're regular garden variety. I mean, they're literal garden variety. They're not regular, though. But I can actually deal some damage to them. A little bit weird to get ambushed like this. With you inside of the tree. Oh, hello. The jungle is gonna come to life and help us? No, they're running scared. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, you guys are only level 15 as well. You won't let their deaths be in vain? Have none of you tried to resurrect them? Resurrection sickness, all you need. Oh, here comes more titans. Wild growth as well. We're gonna go pick a fight over here. Guess this is a war of melee. Nope, just move slower. Man, it's so nice to do actual damage to an enemy. Okay, unfortunately the ads are going to be arriving in about 50 seconds. You're just a ranger? You're just a ranger. Don't know how I'm pulling a molten claw for something made in the earth. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it is just a ranger. If I somehow finish this quest before the pop. Oh, interesting. That makes these. I doubt I will, but if I somehow finish the quest before the ads finish, we will... Am I weak? More? Oh, Leslie is down. Oh, I'm blind. Yeah, I'm supposed to bring a bunch of level 20s to this, aren't I? Ooh, okay. Yeah, Venia must survive and you got whelmed like that. Is there a way to do this? Consider ignoring her entirely for this quest. Wow, okay, really? I mean, I can see the vision. Then I guess I just keep death running my way into a victory? Let's see. I wonder if fire would be of use here. Okay. To be fair, we actually got to the final wave, apparently. Don't talk to Avenia. The first trick. Okay, the other part of the issue is that the henchmen are level 14, 15 even, so they're going to take bonus damage. Let's say the easy way out of this would be I bring in henchmen and heroes. But we're not going to. I've managed this far without them. I can manage further. Unknown, hello. Welcome in. We had a good week so far. I know you went to, what was it, the dentist earlier? Join Graveyard Keeper 2. Alright, we're gonna deal with this group. In theory, I'm gonna deal with this group. Stay by here. Yeah, I kind of hate how long grasping lasts for. No, actually, go for this. Because obviously you'd be doing this with level 20 players, so you'd all have, you know, the same gear as what I'm... better gear than I'm rockets. Can you stop blocking everything? Also, where are my casters? Oh, good. You're caught at the line. Be a bad idea for me to kill you then. But yeah, doing this with the level 15s is going to be rough. Doing the others is going to be rough too, actually. Okay, I'm currently blind. I'm the time of my life. I don't even know where most of that blind is coming from. That's fine, we can resurrect, we can pull, and we can sort of like try to scythe through this. In theory. Anon says, Iowa's expensive day, but no holes in the teeth anymore, so there's that. How's my evening going? They just got back in from, can I guess, is it Pokemon? Because it's Tuesday? I think it's Pokemon. My day is going alright. Work is interesting. We're just sort of... I'm not doing anything too long today for Guild Wars. Because... I need to be awake enough to be able to do a meeting. I'm actually just going to sit by here and then grab the first group to run this way. Come on. No, everyone run away. Pull them. Pull. Now we go in. Alessia, how the hell did you get... Why are you next to me? Why are you here? You're a monk. Act like a monk, not a warrior. It's not even an excuse like anyone was dead there. She just decided to run up. Okay, we have a tactic. I think we need to not have any death penalty at all, because otherwise they're going to be crippled by it. Anno says it's a winner. They're too predictable, it seems. Yeah, it's that, or you only... The Pokemon tournament or group only gather on Tuesdays. It's one of the two. I'm not going to cave. I'm not going to use heroes. I'm going to get through this with level 15 henchmen, or I'm not going to get through it at all. That's how we're going to do this. Spite. I do think it's in our interest to at least kill some of the initial group, but after that, I need to flag the henchmen and run away. But absolutely 100% need them to run away. How is Alessia that fragile? Now, debatably, if I decided to do this post-game after doing Eye of the North, I would have heroes to use. But I want to do this without heroes, and I think, story-wise, I think the Titan thing needs to be resolved before we do Eye of the North. Cinnamine, hello! Welcome in. Give you a shout out in a second. I didn't even realize that they spawn even more guys over here. Yeah, this is a wipe already. God, if I could stop missing the click by like half an inch. Cinnamine says, is this the Guild Wars channel? It is now on Tuesdays. Although, again, we're not doing too much here. I think there is anywhere I can bring in a higher level. We're going to see what happens if we fight our way there. I might just wait. Because we saw eventually they start just doing the like sprints running off. Might just try to grab them on the sprints rather than grabbing them when they're in the fight or trying to like beat them to it. Really disgusting, by the way. There's a whole group that just appear if you run up one way. Let's see. I need to be the one that takes most hits. Oh, it's just occurred to me as well. Hold on a second. We can... I'm going to drop Tom. I'm going to absolutely drop Tom because... they're not regular Titans. They're earth and water, which means that Orion can actually do something, and he's AoE, and he's range, which means I can flag them back, and then means I'm the only melee, but everything looks like it's a spellcaster. Where are you? Okay, bird up's gonna go down soon. Problem is, Alessia I have no control over. If I could flag henchmen individually, I'd have Alessia flagged behind everybody else. Because then I could sort of handle healing myself, she can handle healing the group, and then I don't have to worry about it getting nuked out. But I know Cinnamom's been struggling with Army Men RTS. That you're playing the PlayStation 2 version rather than the Steam or GOG. If I get around to it, I'm planning on playing either one, but there's like a community patch and a few things you need to do to it to get it to play nice on modern system. Hello? Do we have... Here they come. Yeah, they seem to be just running up here and then running... God, that's a great arrow. Running back down. So what I'm going to do is sit myself here, sit them by there. Alessia's going to die every 5 minutes, but that's okay. My bird can go over here and die too. Definitely gets experience. Cinnamon says, all is good, hope that Unknown's doing good. Decided 4 days to survive. Yeah, I don't know if Unknown bought just that game or bought the whole bundle that comes with it for the other games in the series. Because I think it is a game that works... It's a fine game by itself, but I think it works better if you have played the other ones. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and wait. I can be patient. I've got chat to catch up on. One second, I'll try not to yawn. There we go. Someone says, yeah, that's true. Obviously the story and such you'll know, but it might give you different starter scenarios. Yeah. Oh, for 4 days to survive? As I say, I played the original Flash ones. I haven't played 4 days. I have seen you play bits and pieces of it, though. Unknown says they might do it if they feel like they might do it a bit too much. You could always make different decisions, see what happens, do a little bit of experimentation. Cinnamon says, looks like I'm getting to the root of the problem. Oh, I'm getting to some sort of problem. Are they not gonna, like, spawn? Hello? Yeah, I do have to kill... Just want these three. Cute. Fine, we'll take the whole set. Don't kill the wild growth yet because that makes more of them. I was kind of hoping that they would just keep spawning and flood in and I can do whatever I want. But apparently not. Okay, thank you. Kind of actually did want the bird just to drop dead. Just gonna wait. Okay. God, it's annoying that Spike Trap's still going. Yeah, I can keep their attention for the time being. Oh, they come from up there. Interesting. That's a bit of an issue. Lesia, keep running. They're a little focused on me. See, I can tank these guys, I can take the hits pretty nicely, it's just I don't have a lot of damage. Okay, can you pick up Claude? No, because he's over by here. God. Come on. Come on. Fine, be obnoxious. Yeah, it's gonna keep doing knockdown. Oh, they're not following. It's fine. Right. Don't you fucking run away. You're already obnoxious enough as it is with your knockdown trap. I don't even need, like, that much to kill. Just this one. Gonna hazard a wild guess that no one can revive Alessia. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Do I think all of us could take a growth? Probably. Do I think they could take everything after that? Probably not. We'll see. Soderman says, yeah, struggling is right. They got the PC... They wish they got the PC version of Army Men RTS. You can't rotate the camera and console, plus hotkeys would be useful. AVP Extinction does a really funny thing where it does have hotkeys, and it's based on the D-pad. It's kind of funny. Hints of being a funny thing. Weird that Army Men RTS doesn't have it. And I think... No, I was going to say I think they're made by the same people. No, the people who made AVP Extinction also made a game called Metal Fatigue. I'm pretty sure. I know it says they got just the game for Survive Days 4, whatever the full name of it is. At £2, the bundle was 17. The bundle was 17. The bundle wasn't discounted as well. Wacky. Sunrise says, oh, very nice. Need to look at some bundles, actually. They're not looking at anything in particular, just looking to bulk out the library a little. Well... I don't know where I was going to go with that. I had an idea, and then I was like, no, that idea doesn't actually work. Can you shut up? It's not bad enough that... I know it's an elite skill, but it's not bad enough that it has to, like, deal damage and then knock me down, cripple me as well. It does everything. I might actually have enough tank here, if I don't use Cyclone, to actually kill something. The problem is that it also has Troll Unguent, and I don't have a way to put it down. Oh well, guess I'll just die then. revive everyone and go back at it. I was kind of hoping they would just constantly spawn and then I could just hopefully just alpha out the boss, but it looks like it's going to be kill a thing and then the next wave comes in, which is a shame. And then the other annoying thing is everything is really fragile, but if Alessia's still alive, she keeps trying to pick them all up. They, it's going to rack up the death penalty. Send in the pet so it dies first. Right, that's a group killed, so there should be another group on the way. This is now going to make 3 of them pop up. Don't know why you all insisted on being right next to me, considering you're all ranged, but freaks of nature, I guess. Rotting Titan, and there's those 3 over there. And see, if they were just at level 20, they'd also have their elite skill. I'm wondering if I actually do need to leave the post game until we do Eye of the North. The one mission was fine because we had level 20s and there were enough of us so we could just sort of fight our way into it. Oh god, we're going to run over there like idiots. The issue now is here at level 15, North Kryta, they're going to be even weaker. And then, oh god, Ascalon, there's going to be only 4 of us. And so do funny things with them. I don't think I've got the durability to actually take this at this point. I can kill at least one of you. That's it. Keep trying to blind me. I'll just keep shrugging. I kind of should have sent the pet in to die first. I know it says they need to use the bloody voucher they won. They keep forgetting to use it. What voucher? What voucher did you win? Yeah, I think this might be a case of I can only really do this with level 20. Which would have to be heroes. Because my elf is just gonna like drop through the floor. I don't think the NPCs are gonna be able to do it. The boss titan's gonna turn up. We're gonna be like, uh-oh. Okay, I can boost my health up with this, which is nice. But they don't appear. It's great because the wiki seems to imply they do endlessly spawn and they clearly don't. They're triggered. Yeah, I don't think we can hit this one. So let's leave it for now. Let's go to Droknar's. Let's pick up the other two. I doubt we can do those either. But I wasn't planning to go for a super long time here anyway, so we can go have a run at them. Fail. And then we'll just leave it until we've done Eye of the North. And then I know we'll have the... We'll absolutely have the power then. Do it. Because there was a little bit of... I don't think I really spoke about this. There's a lot of power creep between the expansions. Warrior here, it's fine. Warrior and factions? Oh! Whole different ball game. Absolute fiend to work with there. Give me this one. First go to Sergio to learn how to defensive touch. This is Frontier Gate. Which I forget where Frontier Gate is. That's up here, isn't it? No. Oh, Frontier Gate's there. For some reason I was thinking of like the weird gate over by like here. That's Beacon's Perch. Oh no, it says from Sormine to the Xmas Bingo. Oh, you want a voucher as well? Yeah. We want to double check there isn't an expiry date on that, because a lot of things nowadays tend to have an expiry date. Even Humble Bundle with the bundles you get, they have expiry dates now listed on their key. So you want to not leave it too long. Let's go to North Kryta because we know it's about Lion's Arch. First watch Sergio, which I think is the guy who stands... Oh, I was going to say up over here, but I think he stands... Guess... I was going to say he stands up on the steps. The skills guy. Oh, because they're so set to last 8 dawns. That's why. Unknown says it's already Apologies. Unknown says it's already credited to account. There you go. Villainy of Galrath. Again? Already, haven't I? Oh, hard mode only. Yourself. This is going to be worse. Yeah, they're level 10 here. Oh god. Oh. Oh no. I guess that's 2 of them running here right now. Oh, the Waterborne Titans here too. God, that's boring. I thought each zone would have its own Titan. No. Okay, hi Snakebite. How far north are we going? Halfway up towards the camp. Okay, well they're in pairs here, so they're numerically easy to deal with. But look how much they just chunked Orion. Yeah, we might actually have to leave this until... Oh, the bird leveled up again. I might genuinely have to leave this until we do Eye of the North. Because Eye of the North has heroes. And then we can be like, aha, here are all of my... I have come to help you with whatever issue it is in Eye of the North. But now you all must help me fight the Titans. And they're gonna go, what's a Titan? What is a Titan, really? Explain it to me in concept. Use drawings and crayon if you need. And I'm gonna go, well, it's got 3 legs. Sometimes it's got 2 legs. Sometimes it doesn't resemble anything else. Sometimes it looks like reskinned enemies we fought somewhere else. Really, I can't describe a Titan. You'll have to come with me to see them. And I go, sure, okay. I guess I'll follow you. And that's how we're gonna drag them down and make them fight our war. There really is no way. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 Titans there. The only way I can finish this quest here and now is if I'm very lucky and the Titan that I need to kill is not escorted. There's no way I'm getting through. Stop walking. Stop walking. Stop walking. Trying to skirt around the outside of you is a pain in my ass. Work. Well, time for the party to get killed straight away. Sorry, why are you just walking away, Snakebite? So yeah, there is probably a way to do this. But again, I'd need to have level 20 heroes fully kitted to be able to pull it off. While we had a little look around. You know what, since we've seen this one, let's go to Frontier Gate. 3 henchmen with me. Ryan at level 6. Oh boy. Hello, War Master. Oh, I forgot you sell things. Hello, War Master. Save the king. There are 5 groups. Oh, there are 5 groups, and you think I can do anything with this? Wait, am I supposed to be doing this in hard mode? Wait, am I? No, there is a separate hard mode thing for them. But that does beg the question. The fastest one we can check to see, right? Is Denravi. I flipped the hard mode. Let's just throw in Dunham and Gord. I don't know if these guys will automatically hit level 20 when if they don't, then flipping hard mode on doesn't really help us in any way. Okay, that bumps them to 20. Hold on, we might be cooking here. We might have an idea. Okay, these are going to be harder to kill because we are now in hard mode. That didn't help at all. I'm blind. Yeah, this is going to be one of those things where I have to come back. Okay. Still get some good drops off of this, though. Wilderness Survival +2. And a not great longbow. Never mind, an earth damage longbow. So, we've done a bit of science. Turns out we can't do the Prophecies post-game. It is definitely still made for player parties or heroed parties. So, can't really bump the henchmen up with hard mode. Because then the Titans are bait. It's weird. It makes sense. Hard mode does do, I think it does more than just bump up the level. I think it does other things as well, like health, I think gets adjusted. I think their attack speed as well. All of the hard mode differences offset bumping up the henchman to 20. Shame. But tried. And there's nothing else we can really hope for, is there? Yeah, as I say, just for the sake of completion, let's go have a look at... That's not the right deserted, horrific place. Go to Frontier Gate. Flip it back to normal. Watch the squad get massacred. I'm going to hazard a guess that these are going to be regular, on-fire, burning titans. Somebody says, oh damn, they're the same. They always forget if they have any gift card balance. I don't think I've ever used a Steam gift card. Oh, hey, Char. Actual Char, too. All physical damage is fire damage. You would, wouldn't you? Scumbag. I kind of want to fight some Char at this level. Although, the quest wants me to go this way. Krauser, hello! Welcome in. I think you've finished Blood Money now, haven't you? Last time I dropped by and looked, I think you were on the epilogue mission. Krauser says there's a lack of Clarence 4.7 in this squad. Clarence would do a much better job here than anyone else in the party that isn't me. Oh god, I'm just gonna walk straight into this, aren't I? I kind of just wanted to see the Titans, but if it's all just Char, then it's all just Char, and that's a shame. The group's not gonna survive anything up there. We'll just go pick a fight down there. Kiddo says, what is up? How are you? Like, how am I? I'm doing alright. We're not doing anything in-depth with the stream today because I need to be awake enough for going into work because there's a bunch of meetings I have to be in, and there's some kind of heavy things we have to just, I say heavy, it's like, in some more cases there's a bunch of projects that I have to pay attention to as part of the meeting. So I can't just go in half tired, so we're not doing, I'd say not much more than maybe another half hour of this, maybe a little bit longer. I don't have the damage, and they don't have the damage. What a beautiful stalemate. I mean, they have the degen, but joke's on them. I've got the regen. How do you like that one, stupid cat? But honestly, yeah, this is going to go nowhere. I have absolutely no issues surviving. It has always been like a damage output problem. Well, that's fine. We had a very brief look. Brief. Being the operative word. Where do I want to go? I know where I want to go. I think we'll get Eye of the North started, even though we're not going to dive into it. I forget where I get Eye of the North started. Kick everything out. Krauser says, yeah, they're all done. Gonna get onto Absolution soon. Soon, even not Sue. I don't know who Sue is in this context. Absolution is one that I think I got most of the way through, but I never finished it, and I cannot tell you why. I know it's a very different thing. I think I have to go over here, actually, to talk to, like, Brother Bilshan or something? Leo Calderon? It's someone over here that I think I have to talk to, and they're like, ah, this is Eye of the North. And I went, whoa, okay. I'm not going to do it then, am I? But now we will. But yeah, Absolution is interesting, I guess. I don't know what it was about it that made me not want to finish it. I guess you'll find out. Crows also says thanks for the shout out. Everyone I know that streams gets a shout out. Don't worry about it. Crows also says, am I excited for the Requiem minigame? I'm waiting for the entirety of Requiem to release before I buy it, which is what I've done with every other Resident Evil game. Because Capcom keep doing it now, where they release a game, let's say, I say they keep doing it, they haven't done it for RE3, and I don't think they did it for RE2, but RE7 they did, RE8 they did, where they release, say, Resident Evil 7, and then they go, here's a DLC. And then, like, a few months later, they go, here's another DLC. And then they'll keep doing it, and then they'll go, here's Resident Evil 8. And then a few months after Resident Evil 8 releases, they'll go, here's another DLC. And they just keep doing it. They're doing the same thing Bethesda does whenever they release, like, Fallout 3, or New Vegas, or Oblivion, or Skyrim, where they just keep dropping a DLC every so often. So it's like, I'm just going to wait, get it all in one hit, and then go through it all in one hit. I'm curious to see what the minigame is going to be, and what is in it, but I won't be playing it until... Voices like psychic survivors, please you must go back and investigate this catastrophe on Corvas. What lies beneath? Primary quest. You are the quest I'm looking for. Quite happy to get that started. But yeah, well, I'm curious to see what is in it. I personally won't be experiencing it until I'm fairly sure that most or all of Resident Evil 9 is actually out, as opposed to get it and then go, oh, there's another DLC, oh, there's another one, and keep going back to it. I'd rather do it all in one hit. Is there really any point? Actually, there is a point. You're supposed to be able to do Eye of the North starting at level 10. So this is fine. And we're going not that far north. Oh, I've just realized I've still got the quest active. Oops! Let's get rid of those. Abandon. Abandon. And abandon. We'll go pick them up some other time. Might as well, as I say, since I believe next Tuesday I'll be able to actually do a more coherent Guild Wars stream. We'll actually do a better run at... Do I just get random people out of trees? I'll get a better attempt at doing Eye of the North. This is just short, sweet, mess around, do whatever. And then I'm gonna have a nap. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna dread going into the office. Then I'll go into the office. Then I'll debate whether I'm gonna get held hostage by a co-worker again. The crevasse apparently is a friendly level 1 NPC. God damn. We've upset the cat. I'm so sorry. That just went straight down. Sunrise says working this damn late. No, I go into the office in about 6 hours. Which is why I'm not doing the long Guild Wars stream, because then I can finish up here and then... Why is it marked as an NPC and not like a thing? Before you was a massive crack leading into subterranean depths. Yeah, that is a massive crack, yes. Your entire party will be moved to the next area. Yep, go. Hellhound, sorry, level 10 accessible, and these guys are level 60. The Hellhound Keeper is very clearly a monk of some of a smiting description. Okay, the music has definitely taken a notable improvement and step up. Why the fuck are we still chasing that thing? Wait, the music's taken a notable step. Why are we still chasing that thing? Why? Notable step up improvement, and then it cuts out. Bit of a weird vibe already for Eye of the North. No, it changed to a different... couldn't. I wasn't expecting this, I'm gonna say. Somebody says, oh damn, that's an early morning. That's just to get to the office, not even like actually do anything there. Takes about an hour or so to get in. It's a fun time, I love it. So normally I do the streams to stay awake to get into the office, but in this case I need to actually like rest up a bit before I go. Yeah, I'll happily fight some more room. I don't know where that really weak Hellhound went. I wish I did. I pushed 9 like that's an actual skill. There's 8 skills in the game now. Hi, if we could stop blinding me, please. I'm gonna fucking kill one of you, and I don't know who it is. Would any of you like to step forward as to who was blind? I think it was the mages that I only killed. Very nice stained glass artwork. My only hesitation with this is that I don't know if Eye of the North is going to spoil anything for the factions and Nightfall campaign. That's Menagerie, I think? Are you Menagerie? I can't remember who you are. I just know you're a god. Well, what have the gods done for me lately? Giant Denravi. Yeah, I get it. The ground is very upset that I'm here. Boreal, Iron Fist, and Kodan. So, level 20 monk. Level 20 elementalist. Who are all of you? Oh, you're just dwarves?
All right, you lot, pick up the pace. Take all the kegs you can. We're going to need them. And find Vec. We need him to open the gate out of here.
What's going on?
Where did you come from?
Are those explosives? There's a city above us.
I know there's a... Hang on. Vec, there you are.
We've got trouble, Ogden.
You get the gate working. We'll handle the trouble.
It's not that easy. The destroyers have completely overrun the central transfer chamber.
Blast! If the chamber is captured, there's no way back.
Wait. The Quakes have opened up other passages. There should be another way out.
The book is right. There is another gate not far from here, but the destroyers are right behind me.
You'd best be coming with us. If we're split up, the destroyers will eat us alive.
What are these destroyers? For that matter, what are you?
Me? Right now, I'm your best hope of getting out of here alive.
We can chat later. We're going to need your help if we're going to reach that gate. Everyone, ready to move out! There are destroyers coming! Never mind, they're here!
I have many questions. First, my voice actor has changed. I'm no longer Stephen Bloom. Second, Vec, I'm pretty sure you're voiced by the same person who voices Brain in Pinky and the Brain. Third, the destroyers just... Maybe I don't have to worry about plot things here. Nope, destroyers are not the Titans, they're different. Okay. What level are they? 28? Well, if I didn't have a bunch of level 10 mercenaries with me, I'd be able to handle them. Henchmen even, and look at them go. So the little guy is a thing I have absolutely no idea what he is. He might be something that's explained more in Guild Wars 2. I believe Eye of the North was part of the attempt to bridge or set up, actually. I think Eye of the North came first. I think Eye of the North might be setting up some things that appear in Guild Wars 2. I think he might be a race that's more common in that game. But I guess we'll see. And we're just gonna keep on running. Guess. Very nice environment just to sort of skip through it. So we wonder if we're gonna come back here at some point. But yeah, when they were saying about destroyers, I was like, oh, do they not refer to the Titans as Titans? Because you could do this way before that ends up being a thing in Prophecies? No, actually it looks like it's entirely separate. As always, Alessia has died. Tom somehow is alive. You just phased through a wall. Must be dwarven technology. The gate, go through the gate. Well, I love how you designed the chat box. We've lost the technology. This is also really weird. I'm seeing the last official expansion, kind of. We haven't done Beyond, and I don't know how to do Beyond. But Beyond is something we're leaving for the Nightfall character. Oh, that was pretty easy. Oh, into the north. Is there an eye here?
Vec, disable that gate. Everyone else, set up a perimeter.
Where are we?
The far Shiver Peaks. More importantly, we're away from the destroyers.
There are few dwarves up here. Mostly scouts or Stone Summit exiles. Hold on. No one move.
What's wrong?
They're called the Norn. They're big, tough, and very, very bad-tempered. We may have to fight our way out.
Your friend is half right. Not many dwarves come up here. Or humans, for that matter.
There are humans up here, then?
Yes. If you survive long enough, you may meet them. But do not worry. You don't have to fight me. I am hunting bigger prey than you.
Where do we go from here, Ogden?
We go the only way we can go. Forward.
Interesting. Oh, he's a hero? I get a hero just by doing that. What's his deal? What is his deal? Oh, I also got a monk. Oh, I got Vec and Ogden. Use skill Blurred Vision for water magic. Lightning Orb, I'm gonna guess Vec is an elementalist. Follow the Great Dwarf, Holy Veil, Signet of Devotion, very nice. So just for doing that, you get, and all the more reasons why I guess I didn't do this sooner. 2 level 20 heroes, Monk and Element. You preset? Air, water, energy. Well, unfortunately for you, I have quite a few. So, fortunately, not unfortunately. It's like, even this alone, to an elementalist and a monk at level 20, I could probably go back and do the post-game. But... Hero tutorial... Merchant... hello? I recognize this name, and this name. I think they're factions. See, Zhou might not be. Yeah, no, they're factions. Prophecies? Factions. Ooh. Man, what a note to end this on, because I think the ads are going to be coming in soon, but yeah. I guess we're going to be doing Eye of the North. Well, the plan was always to do Eye of the North. But I didn't realize that the Prophecies endgame was going to be, well, the way it is. At least we managed to do one of the missions, right? Droknar's Forge is safe for the time being. Although some brand new threat has appeared, and apparently I'm now voiced by, I think, Robert Atkin Downs. But I guess I'll find out when I look up the voice credits. I'm really looking forward to this.